So, as a child growing up with my sisters, our pastime was always playing school. Being the youngest meant I was always the student. So I would leave the room, book bag in hand, and go downstairs to the school, which was just a downstairs bedroom, of course. If the door was closed, school wasn't open yet, and I had to wait for my teacher, also known as my mean older sister, Faja, to open the schoolhouse. When school was in session, we proceeded with the basic school routine of warm up, reviewing homework, lessons for the day, followed by the night's homework. But growing up the youngest always meant I was the student. Oh well. As childhood careers go, I wanted to be a doctor, singer, dancer, music producer, anything at all that kept me away from being a teacher. To me, being a teacher was foreign territory. In my mind, there was a sign that said, "Do not cross this red line." And I never questioned it, I just always went the other way. My first job was a program aide in a community center. My responsibilities included helping students with homework, playing gym activities with them. Honestly, I just got the job because I knew the lady who ran the program. She just thought it was the perfect job for me. But to me, it was a teenager's dream, having my own money and movies every Friday. Everything was good. I was enjoying it, and then the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. A parent came up to me and asked me, "Are you going to study to be a teacher in college?" Tragic. Tragic. And I told her, "No, I'm going to study TV production in college." And that's what I did. Graduating from college with a degree in communication studies, I was feeling great, my head held high, until came the dreaded time to job hunt. After searching long and hard, I found the perfect position through AmeriCorps Project Change. When I say perfect, it was everything that my college essays raved about. Everything. Everything I had thought about since high school. Oh, but then I found out I would be teaching youth about media. Teaching. There goes that word again. My first week was great. I spent it preparing lesson plans and thought to myself, I don't have to teach them. I can just show them what I know. Then I had my first meeting, and I remember thinking to myself as I left the office, I could do that again. Over the course of the year, I was able to build bonds with the youth that would just stop by my office just to talk to me on a regular basis. And I would leave those days feeling so refreshed. Then the decision came to do a second year with AmeriCorps. And I have to say that the bonds that I have created with a new group of students this year at YMCA Benchmarks reinforces for me that the decision to do a second year was the best decision I have made, even though my wallet doesn't agree. Every day is not always the easiest of days, but I honestly can say that the growing pains are worth it to spend the days with the students every day, helping them do homework once again. I never considered myself a teacher. Even to this day, when people refer to me as a teacher, I cringe. I'll leave that up to my big sister. But AmeriCorps Project Change has forced me to revisit the ideals of being a teacher and think back to those days of my youth and start to think, this wasn't the path that I would choose, but rather the path that was chosen for me. Not being a teacher in the literal sense of being at a school creating lesson plans and exercises, but becoming an educator, someone who guides you through life experiences and being more of a motivational mentor. I have spent my life up to now as a student, and although I will be spending the rest of my life as a student learning lessons, perhaps it's time for me to start teaching what I know to those who are beginning their life as a student. And for that, I thank AmeriCorps Project Change.